Heaven and Hell, 1,000 to 1, by Pastor Park. In 1987, Reverend Park had died from high blood pressure. But by the grace of God, his life was extended for another 20 years. However, for the first 4 years, he was not able to speak due to his condition. He was about 50 years old when he had come back to life. During his death, the Lord showed him heaven and hell. I want you to know that if you're arrogant and prideful, you'll bring a curse upon yourself. I had a mega church of 5,000 members, but I was struck down by God due to my arrogance. Now I fear God. I used to own property worth about $150 million US. I owned 5 luxury cars, but after my death experience, I gave it all away. Please remember, salvation cannot be achieved by your possessions, but through faith. And now I plead to the deacons, elders, and other church leaders to serve your pastors with all your heart. On December 19th, 1987, after I had finished my lunch and while I was resting, I began to feel excruciating pain. It was so unbearable that I felt that I was going to die. Then I lost consciousness. I woke up 4 months later in a vegetated state, and my doctor told me that I would eventually die. All my body parts were mangled very badly from the paralysis, and my family had never allowed any of the church members to visit due to my horrible appearance. And then I finally died. When I died, I saw 2 people enter my room. But these people had entered my room through the wall, and I screamed, Who are you? My house will crumble down if you do that." And then one of them said, "We are angels descended from heaven. We are from God's kingdom." A brilliant light shined around the angels. The angel to my right introduced himself. "I run errands for Jesus in his kingdom. Jesus called me and commanded me to go down to the earth. He commanded me to take you to heaven. You are dead, but since your family cries out with such sadness, he desires to grant you a little more time to live. But for now, he desires to show you heaven and hell. He will show you, and you will witness to the people of the earth. May the number of the people who end up in hell be decreased, and the number of people going to heaven increased through your testimony. This will be your mission. God instructed us to tell you not to delay. If you delay, you will not be able to visit heaven and hell." Then the angel to my left said, "The moment you were born, and until the moment you had died, I had been with you." At that time, I did not understand what the angel had meant, but now I know. He was my guardian angel. So I said, "I cannot go. I will not go. I'm a pastor. I can't meet the Lord in this physical condition. I want to see him as a healthy person. I would probably be receiving more rebukes than compliments from the Lord. I'm prideful and arrogant, and now I'm cursed and sick. How am I going to be able to enter heaven? I'm so scared. Please go back to heaven and ask the Lord to heal me. Then come back and take me to heaven through my dream. Please ask for mercy on my behalf." But the angels were not listening to my arguments. They took my clothes off and said that they were too filthy to be wearing in heaven. They then clothed me in a white gown. They grabbed my hands and we flew straight up to heaven. We flew through the clouds, and as I looked down, I saw the earth becoming smaller. They let me go near an endless golden street. I saw a brilliant shining light, too bright to look at directly. I said, Where's the light coming from? It is from heaven, the angel responded. I thought, wow, it's huge. I saw groups of people in white gowns flying ahead. Who are they? I asked. The angel replied, they are the ones who had served God faithfully and trusted in Jesus by obeying and following the lead of the Holy Spirit with all their heart. Their bodies are dead on earth. They are now the souls heading toward heaven. The other angel continued, there are 12 gates in heaven. When a saved soul comes to heaven, they must enter through one of those gates. We were standing in the south gate, but it was closed. As we were waiting, I asked the angel, angels, why is the gate not opening? The angel replied, it is because you are not singing the heavenly worship song. I asked, angels, I was a very prideful and arrogant person, and as a result, I was cursed with sickness. I'm not good at singing earthly worship songs. How am I able to sing heavenly worship songs when I had never heard it before? The angel replied, you are correct, but you must still prepare yourself to worship. You are a prideful person, but prepare to sing. The angels began to sing, and as they sang, I began to sing with them. It became natural to me, and we entered in. The scene of heaven was indescribable. Oh, I can't describe heaven with earthly words. I said, Lord, thank you so much. Even though I'm a very prideful and arrogant and cursed with sickness, you still brought me to heaven to show me around.